Hi, my name is Stuart Krithri and I'm a cloud architect at Dell Technologies. In this video, we'll be installing the PowerScale CSI driver in an OpenShift cluster using the console graphical user interface. Okay, so what you'll see here is the OpenShift console. We've already installed it. We've got no operators installed currently for the CSI driver. We're going to create a namespace to begin with, calling that Isilon. As a test namespace we're going to install our CSI driver into. We need to create a couple of secrets first, so let's change to our Isilon namespace or project, and we're going to create two secrets. And the first one, we're going to use the key value secret to create this. It's the easiest way to create it through the console. So we're going to create a key value pair with a config key name and then some details that we'll enter in based on the YAML file that I've included in the repository. So just copy and paste that text into the body there, and then modify it according to your environment and credentials. So your endpoint, your username, your password, and your PowerScale cluster name. The rest remain the same. Hit create, and you've created that first secret. Now we need to create another secret. So the second secret is used to get the certificates. So that will be a blank secret just called Isilon certs. So again, copy and paste it from the YAML provided in the repository if you're unsure. And we now have our two secrets created. So next thing, we can go and install the operator itself. So let's go and browse the operator hub, install it with the default settings. The Dell CSI operator is what you're looking for. That should be installed. Once that's installed successfully, we can go to the PowerScale section, and what we want to install here is a new PowerScale instance within the Isilon project. So we'll create that using the form view, and we'll link it to the two secrets we created. So just make sure you use those two fields, the auth secret field and the TLS cert secret field, to connect it to your secrets. And we'll make one other change, and that is the auth type. As you see here in the video, we'll set that to 1. Now once we've got all of that created, we can hit create, and you'll see it being successfully deployed. And if we look at the pods, all of the pods are running, 2 controllers, 3 nodes. We now have our CSI driver up and running. So next task is we need to create a storage class. So we'll create a storage class called Isilon SC. Default settings we'll change a couple of things: the volume binding immediate, and the provisioner. Make sure you select the CSI Isilon provisioner. So now that we've created a storage class, we can test that with a new project. So we're going to call it test with new project, and then we're going to create a persistent volume claim. So let's create that. We're going to choose the Isilon SC storage class, give it a pvol0 name, 1 GB, file system type. Hit create. Then we go to the persistent volumes, check that they're all created successfully. Excellent. We now want to create a pod and test the mount. So let's create a new pod. You can use the YAML file provided in the repository again. Copy paste. Make sure it's the correct namespace as the pvol0 data0 mount point. Hit create, and we've got a new pod. Now that we have that pod running, we can click into the pod, go down and see that it's mounted on pvol0 is mounted on data path data0. We can go to the terminal and test it by checking the mount itself. You can see here it's mounted successfully to the Isilon storage array, NFS version 3. And if you cd into the data0 path, you can check that it's mounted into that path, and we can write a touch test file. So we testing read-write permissions. Just write a simple hello world, and we check that it's there. 14 bytes in size, excellent. Now we've tested the volume and we can write to that volume. We want to check that we can create a snapshot. So the first thing we need to do is create a volume snapshot class. And we'll go ahead and create that based on the YAML definition file provided in the repository again. Copy, paste, make sure it has all the correct details, and then create that volume snapshot class. Then we're ready to create a volume snapshot. So go to volume snapshot, create volume snapshot, and here we'll just select the pvol0 volume and use the snap class that we set up previously. And we've created this snapshot, we can check it, and it's 14 bytes in size as expected. Now just to prove that it was written to the storage array, let's log in to the interface, go and find that volume on the PowerScale storage array. You can see here from the volume name, we'll go and check the persistent volume name. It ends in 512A. Look for 512A, you find that test file there, 14 bytes in size. You'll also see the snapshot. The snapshot matches the name in the snapshot as well. So if you go and look at the volume snapshots that we created, it has a name, E3A2 is the snapshot content, and that's the one that we created. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.